And we should be green. We are green. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to MMS Season 3 Round 4. A surprising switch from the San Marino Grand Prix. We are going to Canada, Montreal, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve for the Canadian Grand Prix. This track has been featured in quite a lot of MMS seasons. Even the first season of MMS ever hosted was here in Canada. I remember that being quite a wild race. Ben Misery flying through the air, hitting Radev's sidepod. That was a weird and wild race. I recommend you rewatch it. It was fun from what I remember. But yeah, it has been in MMS history for quite a long time. I think the last time we did run it was in season 5, or though I might be wrong on that. Back when we had team owning. But we're back on it, and it's a good circuit. It's always a fun thing to be here. A historical circuit. Fans like it. Sadly, Formula 1 in real life could not come to the track due to the COVID pandemic, so we shall replace Formula 1 for you. 23 laps ahead of us, presumably 2 pit stops, maybe 1, who knows? The tyre strategies are very wild this season, so kind of hard to predict now. But yeah, with all that done, I'll take you to Giuseppe, who will show you the grid for today's Grand Prix.
Yeah, welcome everybody to this sunny day here in Canada. And on pole is Matthew Falcon, who has surpassed the 10 pole position benchmark, and now he has 11. So that's a big number, with the race we have had. And second is Harry Herhold. Third, we have Joseph Murray for I don't know how many time, but he's doing great in qualifying, which is good to see. Then we have Rodney Rackers, Celine Lucien, Hadel Sahin, Johannes Van Leer, David Granville, Attila Kalma, Tobias Boomshine, Jack Agnes, Michael Voljak, Simone Gilardini, Rako Peters, Nick Tanda, Giuseppe Stella, Juho Sopanen, John Keefe, Igor Witt, Koichi Hoshi, Rikke Fernelsen, Henrik Salsala, Oli Katzenberg, Josh Flynn, and the top 24 is actually 1 second from each other, and Joël Machmacher is one second over it. So that you can see it's really close here in Canada. And then we have Radiantor, Material, Aguirre, Comedy Poor. Then we have the Sturman very far back. So it hasn't been his best qualifying. And then we have Bollinger, Nisbet, Thunder, De Jong, Schabermüller, Curtis. And then the 240s at the back of Effeling and D'Ambrosio.
Yep, pretty interesting grid. Nice to see Falcon pretty much breaking any record we've had in MMS F1. This time with a different team though. Murray again, good qualifying, another top 3. Another second row qualifying finish for the McLaren driver. But yeah, as you said, it's very weird to see the Sturman so low in the field, especially since he's in a pretty decent car, and he's a pretty decent driver as well, so maybe some mishaps in qualifying. Hard to say. But anyways, with all that done, let's get down to the track as the Canadian Grand Prix is about to go. Here we are on the grid. It is time to go. The cars are revving up, the lights are coming on. 5 red lights. And we're green at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, and it's a very good start from Falcon and Murray. The two Benettons have had a horrid start as Herhold is already dropping down to 3rd. Murray sends it into turn 1. It's 3 wide down the order. That's Kalmar already without a front wing. A lot of 3 wide movement through the field, but it seems that only Kalmar has gotten damages now. Herhold and Murray side by side. Slight contact between the two Benettons now. That is Van Leer in the background trying to get position. Herhold and Raku side by side, not giving each other an inch of space. Raku sends it to the inside, pushes Herhold a bit deep into the corner, and Herhold has to yield the position. Okay, that's a bit of a worry, but that's Effeling going deep into the corner. But my question is, what happened to Attila Kalmar in turn 1?
Yeah, he's really the only one without front wing. Maybe someone had a slow start and he was trying to back to it.
Decent start. Starts slipstreaming Van Leer right away. Oh, just misjudged it. That was...
Yeah, I don't think that's anyone's fault there.
Yeah, that is on Kalmar. He just broke a bit too late, reacted too late. That's just on him.
Yeah, Van Leer without damage, fortunately for him, so...
Yeah, he got lucky.
Yeah.
Obviously no further action on Attila Kalmar. As Falcon is running away with the lead, we have Murray followed by the 2 Benettons, then the 2 Ferraris. Interesting, I didn't suspect that to happen. As now we can see Van Leer trying to go to the inside of Lucien, that's not going to work. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh.
Oh.
Seriously?
Whoa.
Why? Just crash out already, please. Professionalism at its finest, I know. Back to the field, Van Leer and Lucien side by side. Ooh, you don't really want to overtake into here. The raised curbs are going to give you a nightmare. They're really known to bumping the cars as yeah, there was the Dams car nearly hitting the wall of champions, as there's absolute chaos on board with Aguirre, and you can really tell there is chaos all around. Cars going everywhere. Moves being made all around the field. I mean, you know, it's weird when the 40s are still close to the field. Attila Kalmar in the pits, and I can finally take this sad person out of the Grand Prix. Sorry you have to watch this. Is he finally dead? No, he isn't. Alright, I'm just gonna leave him as that. It should be fine. No damage for anybody though, back to actual racing and not me struggling to crash my car due to my own incompetence. And not much is happening, the field has kind of spread out, the two Ferraris still close together, as there we go, that's Murray actually being passed. What happened here? Let's see, very
Yeah, it was running second. I think he added someone to the hairpin.
Yeah, that's a decent move from Rakus. I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Can he make it stick? Yeah, he has. So, but now, remember, he does have a bit of a slipstream now down the straight.
Okay, got a drive-through penalty. Please, just die already. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop the car. As Herhold bumps now into Murray. There's contact between the two. Nisbet is out of the race. What happened? Oh dear.
Oh, that's a... It looks like his rear wheel is gone. Yeah.
Yeah, though, that's a... Oh, no. Yeah, you don't really want to go side by side through here. He took a very big risk. As he pretty much cuts the corner, he's over the white line trying to go side by side with Flynn. He's pushed a bit wide because he has to leave room to Flynn. Tanda corrects the car. Nisbet is still turning and they are just on a collision course.
Yeah.
There's nothing any of them could have done, in my opinion.
And I think doesn't have damage, so that's good for him. And yeah,
you can see he clips the curb here, which causes him to lose the back end. He corrects it as Nisbet is trying to turn away. Tanda tries to turn away, but the contact was just too heavy.
Yeah, that's good. I think it's inevitable. So I don't think it's anyone's fault really.
Yep. As here we go, it's nearly free wide. It will be free wide into turn 1. Lucien very aggressive onto Herhold. Murray is defending for his life as Van Leer sends it to the inside. Sahin also sending it. And that's Van Leer up into P4. Herhold down to P5. He's dropped 3 positions down already. And oh dear, that's not looking too good for the Benetton team. Okay, he's just gonna have to stay here in shame. Herhold still trying to fight Sahin to the inside of Lucien. Lucien pushed a bit deep. Lucien defending though. And the French woman gets to keep her spot for now. Sahin still trying to attack into this chicane. That's not the smartest of moves. It's not really an overtaking spot. They nearly collide, but thankfully no damage to anyone. Oh, Kalmar, it has lapped me. That is... Come on, no. How on earth has this car not died yet? That is stunning.
Indeed. So.
As now Van Leer to the inside of Murray. Nope. Granville. Oh no, that's contact between Granville and Sahin. That's a very, very aggressive dive from Murray here. Bethes and Igor Witt very close together. That's a surprising result from Witt. He's really climbing through the field. As that's Agnes touching the back of Valiak. I really, really hope my AI doesn't do anything stupid here. Oh no, he's stuck. Okay, that is very good and fortunate. Oh, he's retired finally. Right. Herhold now following Murray as Van Leer is right on the back. Then we have the 2 Ferraris. The 2 Ferraris inseparable. Same with the 2 Lotuses now. Keith also doing a decent job. Nobody with any damage on the back, so we can now focus on the race. Speaking of it, how would you rate this race so far, Giuseppe?
I mean, we've seen a lot of moves and overtakes, so it looks good so far. I've been 2 drivers, like I have unfortunate contacts. That's that being Kalmar and one of the fault middles of the race, and that's Effeling. Yeah.
Oh, Effeling is absolutely destroyed.
But so far we've had a good battle, something like that. But the race isn't over yet, and I think we're going to see much more of it.
What happened to Edgar Effeling, the poor lad? I mean, you know, I understand the 40 is a bad car, but there's no need to absolutely trash it. Oh, he tries to go for his teammate.
He trashed himself, really.
Yeah. He just went too quickly into the chicane, and well, the champion of alls has claimed him. Valek to the inside of Igor Witt. The Zauber is trying to move up the order, and it's a nice overtake attempt, but it's not really completed here, as Witt defends, and now Agnes is in the back of the Zauber. As there's a lot of moves here, we can see there was an attempt of a move from Sahin onto Granville. Didn't get it. Valek to the inside of Witt. Very close together. There's contact between Valek and Agnes. They nearly forced each other into the wall, as there's Betters on the back of Sahin now, going very, very wild, trying to get that P9 for himself. But it isn't a move just yet. He has to wait as Ghinardini now tries to overtake Tander. Nick Tempas, he's known in the paddock, doing a decent job currently. Giuseppe Stella down to 17th. There's a yellow flag behind us, or ahead of us. I don't know. There's a yellow flag behind us. Oh dear.
Oh, there's material now. Oh, that looks like a big impact there, but I have to see now.
Driver's eye with him. Oh, he just locks up.
Oh,
into poor Ollie Katzenberg. Katzenberg was a bit worried that he was being mistreated in the team, that Flynn was being favoured. He was actually doing quite well, but then Material completely loses it and takes Katzenberg out. He had no brakes on the car. That is that is very unfortunate.
Yeah, now he's out, and Katzenberg is left with some big rear wing damage. So
yeah, he has no rear wing in fact. So that is his race over, pretty much.
Unfortunately, but this is racing. What can you do?
Yeah. Yeah, now Katzenberg will just be a moving chicane to Tamer de Jong. I don't think he will let Tamer de Jong through though. Nor will he let his teammate through. Josh Flynn is a championship contender, mind you, so that is, I think, the most bizarre situation in MMS, this edition of MMS yet.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Giuseppe, can you get a bit closer to the mic? I don't think they can hear you too well. As there we go, Flynn overtakes Katzenberg as Igor Witt was told not to fight his teammate. Rodney Rakos now says the fastest lap of the race as Comedy Port is getting past Tamer de Jong, as Alan Curtis will just have to sit behind and watch. Comedy Port, oh, what was that? Oh, come on. You don't beat a man when he's down, Chris.
Well, he's pretty much beating himself up at this point, because he's such a front wing.
He just turns into Katzenberg here. He just goes straight into him. I don't know what he tried to do there.
Yeah, that's on him, to be honest. I don't think it's anyone's fault.
That's Comedy Paul's race sort of ruined. And, well, Johannes van der really has no luck. Yeah, the engine just shut off. It's a third DNF due to a reliability issue in a row for Johannes. He was meant to take this season as a championship opportunity, and well, I think that is far, far gone now. As Murray Herhold and Lucien, the Ferrari driver who has done fairly well this season, didn't have as many reliability trumps as her teammate. Trying to get that podium spot, or at least P4 from Herhold.
Nick Granville, meanwhile, has made up one position. So, yeah, he's started.
And he's going to lose it now as Sahin dives into the inside. Radko Bettes also tries to overtake the Williams driver. Yeah, as Van Leer is not impressed with the DNF. I don't think, well, anyone would be. As Radko Bettes flying with that hard engine at the back of the Lotus. Albeit Granville blocks him a bit. Granville goes over the curbs. That's a very poor exit for David. But he keeps the position from Radko Bettes as now Witt, who has been told not to race his teammate. He's going to try and send it onto him. As Valek makes it 3 wide. A lot of contact there. Banging wheels. Valek is going to have to give the position back to Bettes as he picked the wrong line. As Jack Agnes is out of the race. We're going to check what happened there in a second. This battle has calmed down. So what happened to Jack Agnes, in fact? Comedy Paul pits for damage. Oh, that looks like a failure.
Yeah, indeed, it does look like one, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, Minardi also getting upgrades into this race. Yeah, the engine just absolutely turns off. Turns into a cloud of smoke. Unfortunate, really unfortunate. As Efteling has been lapped already. And Celine Lucien is really close to Harry Harehold now. In the slipstream of the Benetton car. You know, Giuseppe, would you agree with me saying that it's very odd to see Benetton not dominate this race?
I mean, indeed, yeah, because Benetton has been looking pretty strong these last few races, but it is kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I expected way better performance from them, especially from last season when they looked set to dominate MMS F1 for the next seasons to come, but no, they are struggling. Here we go, as we have some Italian speaking in the background. Harehold to the inside of Murray. Didn't even make it. He didn't even get close to Murray. As Comedy Boy is given a warning for causing the collision. Cars in the background, Lucien still trying to get to Harehold, but not really working. Bettes has lost some ground to Granville. As that is now Giuseppe Stella to the inside of Simone Ghilardini, pushing his fellow countryman a bit deep into the corner, but now Juho Stoppanen uses this to try and get himself a position side by side between the two. Stella gets a better exit though, still side by side. Stella covers Stoppanen off as he nearly loses the car. Back end really loose on that car. Aguirre and De Jong battling for position as Curtis, oddly enough, ahead of his teammate. He hasn't been doing too well this season, but it's nice to see. As does De Jong. Oh dear. That is a big shunt for Tamer De Jong. I think the car just went and gone. Oh dear, that is just a scrap of a car. I don't know what happened there. Oh yeah, the engine blew up. The engine blows up around here. That's where he realizes it. That's where the car turns off. And he just panics, doesn't know what to do. Slams it into a wall. Unfortunate for the young Dutchman. As Katzenberg is now on the back of Chris Comodipol, so he's making up some ground, but it's still not something too good. Falcon followed by Rakus, and then we go. Harehold still trying to overtake Murray into the chicane. I don't think it's enough. Nearly touched. Oh, Harehold very slidey through there. I think that made him stay closer to Murray though, as he's going to try that into turn 1 now. To the inside. Still side by side. Lucien now might dive into the inside of Harehold. Yes, she does, and Lucien is through. And Lucien might challenge Murray for P3 now. As on the radio, Tamer De Jong just very calmly explaining the car broke on the radio, which, I mean, it did, so he's not wrong. As those guys are approaching Efteling, who's lapped, so the blue flag chaos should help someone in this battle. I just don't know who. As yeah, that Efteling is really slow. I really feel for the 40 drivers this season. The car is really subpar. Like, it was better last season. As there we go, Valek tries to dive into the inside of Bettes, didn't work. Ghilardini followed by Tandem. We have Stella, Soppanen, Hoshi, Diantos, Saller, Wernersen, Michael Mahev, Flynn, Curtis, Aduda, Tanda, Trevor Miller, Kalman, Ambrosio, Sturman, Comedipo and Katzenberg stick close together. As there's Efteling, he's being locked into the chicane. That's never a good sign, as yeah, that broke the pack up significantly, and that allowed Sahin to catch up to Harry Harehold. So Halil Sahin, who said he's trying to put on a title fight last race with his win, he might get himself into a decent position once again, as Bloomshine, Granville, Bettes all in battle. Bloomshine loses a position to Granville as they are lapping Efteling, and oh no, Bettes is stuck behind him. Efteling really troublesome for all of these guys. As Valek gets blocked by Efteling, actually, that's dangerous driving from Edgar, as he now lets everybody through, but he slowed them down so much, it's a bit ridiculous. To say the least. At least we still have some packs of cars. Then we have Tanda, Ghilardini and Stella in a nice pack. Stoppan and also close to Stella takes a bit of a deeper line, messes up his exit. As Efteling now being lapped. Oh, he slows down Ghilardini. Ghilardini gets passed by his fellow, and that's Michael Valiak. And that's a front wing loss, and now I am kind of worried. as Ethylene gets a warning for ignoring blue flags. Oh dear, oh, that's bad. Oh, that's... the rear's locked up on the car. Nothing you could have done. The rear's just locked. You couldn't stop it. That is very unlucky for Michael Valek. Another reliability-related DNF. He's quick. He's shown this season that he can do well. Overall, he's shown he can do well as there's a front wing of Salsaler as he went into the wall. He goes for a double overtake attempt, carries too much speed and just not enough turn. Not enough turning. Hits the wall, that's on him. John Keefe and Vitt now battling for P10. Keefe to the inside, not enough. Cannot make the move. Vettel's now on the back of Bloomshine. He's looking very, very comfortable to take that position. But no, he's coming in the snap, pit window open. Let the chaos begin. As Hehol now on the back of Lucien. Lucien is coming in the snap, but the top 3 is not coming in. In fact, Lucien is the only one in the top 6 to come in. Hehol to the inside of Lucien now. It does work. Hehol gets around the Frenchwoman. As Sahin now trying to catch up to the Ferrari driver as well. Yes, on AMS there are blue flags just responding to the staff. As Soppanen is hearing all the people's radios and he's reporting that the car is very shaky. Probably the tyre wear starting to kick in as now Hoshi and Soppanen kick into each other as they bang wheels going through the penultimate chicane. I literally showed Tanda. Tell him I showed Tanda. I even said where he is. Gold is just deaf. Anyway, Soppanen breaks very early. Hoshi very close to touching him on the rear. Gets bounced on the sausage curb here. Hits into Soppanen. Luckily no damage for both. Ghilardini on the back of Stella, but here we go. Hello, Giuseppe is back. The top 2 is... Oh, that's Murray hard into the wall. I think the tyre wear is starting to make the cars understeer for the corners, and that's bad.
Anyway, yes, I am back.
Yep.
Yes, I enjoyed my lunch. So, back to the racing now, though.
Yeah, Raku's on the radio saying that they're telling him to push on the in-lap as Lucien got held up in the pit lane so much due to the amount of cars coming in for a stop. Same with Betes. Betes had actually a good stop, so that's going to harm him quite a bit. As Aguirre and Aaron Curtis side by side, both of them pitting the snap, so this is a very intriguing battle. As Celine Lucien leaves the pit lane, he's going to have to deal with some traffic. Tanda nearly goes into Lucien, as Lucien slowed down quite a bit there. That's never good. Gravel going for the long run, it seems. Falcon and Raku's pitting in now. Okay, there we go. Raku's still with the fastest up. Katzenberg coming in as well.
Okay, that was just a cone, okay.
Yep. Falcon, Raku's in, Murray in, Herhold in, Sahin in, Granville not in. And Granville, he's going for the lead. But he's going to be on a very long run as he hits the wall. Yeah, the tyre wear is seriously strong. As cars are on the steering, left, right, centre. Soppanen was not impressed with that little hit from Hoshi. As Falcon has gotten ahead of Raku's in the pit lane, not too surprised about that. Ghilardini in 4th, Murray will leave in 5th, maybe not even, as Josh Flynn is coming through. Josh Flynn, that strategy might seriously help him in his championship fight, wouldn't you agree? Giuseppe?
Yes. Yeah, sorry.
Would you agree that Flynn's strategy might help him get a decent position again?
I mean, if it does, then it will for sure help him out. Even like as you said beforehand, he is indeed like championship contender right now. So if he does continue getting good results, I mean, who knows? I mean, the season's pretty much unpredictable by far. So yeah, it could actually help him a lot.
Yeah, as Celine Lucien, really bad strategy call from Ferrari. She's down from pretty much a fight for podium to 11th. As there's a yellow flag, and that is, oh my god, that's Rodney Raku's into the wall.
Oh, that.
Oh.
Like,
Oh yeah.
That's a big
That's a big one.
Yeah, the brakes just fail on him.
Yeah, around 100 kilometers into a instant stop. The brakes went. He had no brakes. Car just gone.
Yeah, let's hope he's fine though, because it just goes directly into the wall, like head on.
Yeah, there is no tire wall to stop the impact. That might be a scary injury. He's on the radio, in pain, saying a Finnish famous word. Granville gets a good stop, doesn't get held up too much. So Granville is on a run for a decent finish here. Lucienne now trying her best to recover from this, well, rather painful second half of the race, as now she hits the wall, so it's going even worse for the very likeable Ferrari driver. As Suppanen is not happy with his engineer telling him to formally shut up.
Yeah, Suppanen isn't really satisfied with.
Yeah, Suppanen in fact has been jumped by his teammate Rikke Wernersen. Rikke Wernersen is on a better strategy at the moment.
Indeed, I don't think. Yeah, he's not really happy about that for sure. But I think he's not a bad driver. I'm pretty sure he's gonna find his way.
Yeah, I mean,
he is in the place right now. So.
Yeah, Suppanen has been one of the best rookies, if not the best rookie yet in MMS F1. I am really surprised by his performances, especially since he's driving for the new Arrows team. So, you know, it's very nice to see. As I'm just gonna jump ahead to see if there are any battles. No, Falcon comfortably leading from Murray. Then we have Herhold in third, Sahin in fourth, Granville fifth, under pressure from Bloomshine, the two teammates from last season from Williams. They don't like each other too much. Then we have Keith, and then we have Hoshi trying to overtake Stella. The Japanese driver sends it. Tanda nearly goes into the gearbox of Tanda. Of Hoshi, sorry. As Hoshi now to the inside trying to commit the final overtake on Stella. Probably won't happen as Tanda has the better line. Wernersen letting Suppanen through pretty much. As, on the radio we have a confirmation that Suppanen felt like he is faster, so the team did a switcheroo. He is in a better...
Oh, but I might even go for a move. Sorry for cutting you off, but
yeah.
It seems like he's all over the back time.
Michael Maher's out of the race.
Oh.
As we can barely hear you, Giuseppe.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you got a bit too far away. And that is... oh well, that is a sad sight to see.
Can you hear me better now? If I talk like this? Or...
Get a bit closer to the mic. There's like a lot of echoing.
Yeah, it's nearly my mouth right now, so...
Okay, I don't know that.
Wrong, but...
I have you at 200, so... Anyways, back to the race. Hoshi and Stella close together, followed by Tanda and the two Arrows guys, and Radianto, who's trying to get the Tasman car into the points, as he makes a very big mistake and loses all the time. F. As here we go, Hoshi, more powerful car, should fly past Stella here, side by side. They nearly bang wheels. Luckily no damage, and well, we're back to status quo here. As there's a lot of fights here. As I was reading the chat, I didn't see Stella defending from Hoshi. Wernersen actually sent it to the inside of Suppanen, so I don't think Wernersen cares for the team orders that she has been given. As the two Arrows cars now side by side through the section here. Suppanen forced onto the grass, cuts the corner there, goes over the curbing. The Arrows work, the Arrows war begins. Yeah, Giuseppe, I understand you're in Italy, like, it's fine. You're still doing a big job trying to come here.
Yeah, but of course the focus right now is on the race. I mean, we're having a good run right now. Like, I'm really enjoying this one.
Oh,
so,
wait. Hold on. Okay, you should be fine now.
And... yeah.
Alright, I fixed you. Mate. Yeah, the top four separated. So we're gonna focus on this battle.
Yeah, these two are fighting it out pretty much, but it's good to see. It's for 12, I'm pretty sure. So it's still a points-paying position, so it's not worthless. As Tanda might be joining in this fight.
Yeah, this is quite crucial, as there is a car out of the race. Another one bit the dust, and this time it is Benz Voldinger. Oh man, he was told that the team should like try and get both of the cars home, and it looked like a very heavy impact as well. Oh dear. No brakes.
Oh, that's big though.
Yeah, at least it wasn't
I
too
mean, it is
tire
the
wall.
tire wall thing like that.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is...
it's still a scary sight though. Like, when you have no brakes, pretty much it's scary for any driver, because you don't know where you'll go and how will it end, you know. As now we have 5 in the Schumann, getting past the front middle pretty easily actually.
Yeah, a better car. But Willem
of
would
course.
be proud of Fabian's performance today as he's climbing through the field. Back to the naughty makers, the loud noise people in this race, who are giving us pretty much the only racing action so far. They've separated a bit. Tanda has made a slight gap to Wernersen, as Wernersen Wernersen is pulling away from Soppanen here. Soppanen not happy though. Didn't I say to her, or is she just deaf? Sorry for yelling. Yeah, he's not happy. He is really not happy about Wernersen trying to, have a race of her own. I can sense some relationships getting a bit sour in a few teams once we get to the mid-season point, as Hoshi tries to go for Stella again, fails again. Flynn, same with Radianto here, just doesn't work. And oh dear, here we go. The pack has closed up here. Hoshi tries to go to the inside, but no, it's Tanda trying to overtake the Japanese driver. Only makes himself go wide. Wernersen will get in that position. Soppanen closes up to Nick Tanda, but it's not close enough. Side by side between Wernersen and Tanda. Wernersen is pushed a bit deep into the corner there. Has to yield her attack onto Nick Tanda, as she thinks of another move, but it just didn't work out. Maybe next lap, maybe into the hairpin, who knows. Witt has closed up to Blumschein, who's lost a lot of time to Granville. Falcon still in the lead, still leading from Murray. As there is someone with a gearbox failure, it's Kalmar. Kalmar has a gearbox failure. Oh no. He was having a good recovery drive, and then, well, this happens. And this will surely close the pack up, as now, Lucien gets held up. Everybody's scrambling just to get ahead of the McLaren. There's a yellow flag being waved now due to the carnage. Keith has to go to the outside here. Stella, Hoshi, they're all gonna get held up here, and they're gonna get closed up, which is good. It's gonna give us some racing, but it's not good because it's a similar situation, I believe, as to what happened in Australia with all the gearbox issues. For example, with Aguirre. Tanda now forced to the outside. No, has contact with Wernersen, and that was not a nice contact. They both get through easily though. Soppanen not so much. Flynn goes off the track to avoid Juho. Gets held up even more by poor Attila. Oh man, just get him into the pit lane. As now, yeah, there's Wernersen. There's the move from Wernersen on Nick Tanda. Here we go. Finally happened. Nick Tanda was caught napping, mate.
Yeah, he was right over the back of Hoshi, and now he lost a bit of momentum, and Ricky Wernersen took advantage of that.
Yeah, it just looked like Tanda let Wernersen through. I don't know what was that about, but it really made the move look very easy.
Indeed. As people have wrapped up, it's actually having a great race, actually. Like, sitting here in 9th, that's a good point. And his teammate Igor Witt is there in 7th.
Damage. And that's Comedy Paul with damage.
Again, actually.
Again, yeah.
So
I think he also went a bit too deep, yeah. Too much speed carried. I don't know what he tried to do there. Just not enough.
Yeah, that's
anything really.
That's on him, really.
As Tanda has done the same thing. Soppanen is even more pissed off now as he got held up by Kalmar. I think someone needs to get him some ice, because he is not the Iceman in this situation. He is absolutely furious.
Yeah, I think he's melting a bit, if we can put it that way. But
He's just like a volcano core.
I suppose. Anyway, enough with the bad puns. Here we are back at the top of the field.
Yeah,
Harry
Murray...
Hempel sitting here in third.
Yeah, Murray has lost a lot of time due to the blue flags. Herhold is catching up.
Yeah, Murray's actually had a good race. I think that second would be his best result yet. And Murray's actually had a very great season, to be fair. So
yeah, it's
I'm very impressed by him.
Yeah, it's a good return to form, I should say. As Honshi, on the radio saying that he cannot really catch up. Oh, Granville nearly punts Comedy Poor into the Shadow Realm. As, the pack has separated thanks to the blue flags. Man, that's not good. At least you can enjoy a future battle for P2 as Sahin laps a few cars. And the second pit window is open as some of the 40s are coming in for tyre changes, which means it is coming close. We're coming close to the second pit window. Do you think some drivers will opt for a one-stop like we saw in Nürburgring?
I mean, could be. Maybe it can benefit some of the drivers that started more towards the back of the field. Like maybe someone like Sturman, you see. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Then again, the two-stop, you stop 2 times, but of course your tires will be better. So it's really all up to how you're fitting with the car and stuff like that. So we'll have to see what the drivers opt for.
Yep. As we saw, there's an indicator. John Keefe is coming in this lap, as that is a very, very sad sight. Oh, yeah, Ambrosio held up top on and there was contact.
Now he's holding up his fellow countryman here, Mandianto.
As he's coming in as well, but at least he's responding to blue flags. He's doing his best here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sopanen coming in as... Sorry.
I was saying can't do much in that part of the track, but yeah, people now are coming in.
Yeah, but those are the people who aren't really battling for the lead, so maybe they're trying to do an undercut, get themselves some fresh rubber and have way more pace to maybe catch up. I don't know. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens now, since only midfielders are coming in. Yeah, the
top cars might be going for a bit longer. Celine Lucien now comes in.
And Blumschein. Interesting strategy from those guys. Hopefully Lucien will not get held up as much as she did last time. Oh boy, it's a long stop. Okay, at least she was not held up. That's a plus.
I mean, it always is if you don't get held up, of course, but...
As Tanda reports hearing a pop in the car. That's
might be an issue.
Yeah, it might be an issue. I don't know what went on there, but he's concerned as there is damage now for Effelink. He locked up, trying to let the race leader Matthew Falcon through. Oh.
Yeah, talking about Matthew Falcon real quick is just, I mean, yeah, that's a bit stupid by Effelink there, but talking about Matthew Falcon, he's just dominating this race. Like, we're not even talking about him because he's too buzzing. He's dominating this race here. Like, he's had his comfortable race out there, just driving to the win, and yeah.
First Comedy Poor is out.
Comedy Poor's retired. Yeah, his race wasn't really gonna go
so
anywhere.
It's another Mick double DNF. Really sad sight to see. Mick have the drivers and the performance to do well. They just don't have the luck.
Yes, he goes slow and retires.
Yeah, the engine
on the grass.
Shuts off. Really sad. And here we go, Matthew Falcon into the pits, and it might be a race where we will see only 2 stops being made. As all of his... Oh no, oh they held him up. That's a time loss here, but it shouldn't affect Falcon too much, as Murray is just there. Granville takes the lead of the race. Falcon is leaving the pit lane right now, so should be a bit calm. Murray now leaves the pit lane, Herhold as well. Vit jumps Sahin, so Igor... Oh wait, never mind. I didn't see the marker there, but Radko Bettis here, in third, not coming in, and it's the final lap. Wait, this is the final lap.
Yeah.
They pit on the final lap. Why did they do that? The tyres did not last. This is a one-stop race.
Yeah, wait, Granville is actually P1 from 8th.
Yeah, what? I completely forgot about the lap counter. Oh my god, Radko Bettis is going for a podium. It's a Williams 1 and 2. David Granville made his tyres last when it mattered. Oh my god. So anyone who pit on the final lap has basically lost the chance for a decent finish. Oh wait, there's damage for Aguirre, I have to check that. Oh.
Seems like, yeah, got to the 40 from Bethlehem.
Yeah, he misjudged his braking, that's on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is absolutely... Oh no, wait, Falcon is out. Falcon loses his engine. Falcon is not gonna finish this race, he's into the wall. He's parked it up. And oh no, he parked it up in the worst way, and we have a pile-up. We have a pile-up. Gilardini might steal second from Bethes. Granville goes through the final chicane. Granville hits the wall of champions, but he's going to win the Canadian Grand Prix. Gilardini and Bethes side by side now. Gilardini covers off Bethes. Yeah, he gets the move on. It's another P2 finish for Simone Gilardini. It will be a podium for Lotus, though. What a drive from Radko Bethes. What a nice thing to see him back on the podium. Then we're going to see Murray, Herholt, Hoshi, Wernerson. I think that's Sahin. Then we're going to see Witt in 9th. An amazing drive. Blumschein in 10th. Lucien 11th. That's not going to be a happy result there. Stella in 12th. Tanda in 13th. That's a first point-scoring finish for the Zaxby team. Very nice. Keith comes into the pit lane. Soppanen in 15th. Frandy Anton. Oh, dear God.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's a big... Yeah, Salsara.
Yeah, that's because Falcon parked it in a way that nobody can avoid him at the turning circle. Like, they didn't see him until it was too late in a lot of the times.
Yeah, you maybe should have parked it on like the...
Yeah, and that's a few cars out of the race. That's Nick Tanda out of the race.
Yeah, I think, yeah, again, goes into...
He stops a bit too late.
At least he stops on the infield, like I said he should. Like Falcon should have, but... Yeah, I mean, doesn't avoid the consequences we're looking at now.
Falcon got very lucky here with Salsalder.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it pretty much cursed Falcon, pretty much, because I was saying, like, him dominating this race, and now he's kind of making a pile-up and a half.
Yeah, that was... that was
actually, the Sturman in 17th.
The Sturman might get points.
If he does that, that'll be a good race for him. But,
yeah, he gets 2 positions. He's in the points. Oh, yeah. Curtis scores points.
That's another point for Tyrrell team.
Yeah, Tyrrell gets more points. Keith comes in, and then everybody else finished. That's very good. Oh, there's still chaos on the track. I don't know what happened. But there's your race winner, David Granville. Very nice to see. Fastest lap goes to Rodney Rakus. Very crazy, but very, very nice Canadian Grand Prix. Shame Falcon, you know, kind of made it a bit too chaotic at the end. But that was a crazy strategic race. Really, really surprised by the performance of Radko Bethes, and I have to give him driver of the day.
Yeah, I think you can only agree on that.
No-legged man doesn't win, but gets a podium in a very, very midfield car. This is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, indeed. You love to see it, pretty much.
Yeah, obviously, all the cars that crashed on the final lap will be classified, so you don't have to worry about that. That was a very nice race. That was a very, very nice race. I enjoyed it. It wasn't the most exciting one, you know, because it's not an easy track to overtake on, but I think we accomplished something today with the return of the Canadian Grand Prix.
Yeah, indeed. I really enjoyed this one too. So, yeah.
Yeah. Again, congratulations to the Lotus team and the Minardi team as well for the finishing positions. Next race in the MMS Formula 1 Championship is the Spanish Grand Prix at Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona, Catalunya. Yeah, that track. We had pre-season testing there, but that does not mean it should be a boring race. In fact, it should be a very, very interesting and entertaining race. So
make sure not to miss that one.
Yep. Anyways, that's it from me.
And from me too.
Yep, be sure to be safe, everyone, and wear your seatbelt. Bye-bye.